So another point in the book that I was, again, just briefly looking over, you mentioned when coronavirus happened and people were told they didn't have to pay their rent. They had, rent relief programs, etc. Do you think it's important to diversify, say, your rental portfolio? Or, because I know for us personally, we focused on flipping houses, doing some quick renovations when all that was going on. Our tenants, luckily, all of them were still working, and we did not have anyone have to get government support to help pay their rent. But how do you balance things like that when, the world just shuts down and, in a situation like the coronavirus?
Absolutely. I don't think anybody could have ever imagined
Nope.
what took place or what would lead into that and what would take place over the last several years with that. And, I tell people prepare for the unthinkable. I don't think I certainly didn't prepare for that portion. Certainly the unthinkable that I think about is, if you have a house fire, if somebody vandalizes something like that, because everybody says that's never going to happen to me. But, with the coronavirus, nobody imagined that. And so I completely agree, trying to be as diverse as possible. I know for me, when I first got in to the coronavirus era of what I would call, I just had rental properties. And so I started thinking about that, like, you know what, I got all my eggs in one basket here, that if all my tenants just decided to stop paying, if even half of my tenants decided to stop paying, I'm going to be in trouble.
Right.
And so I started thinking about how do you diversify? And the best thing for me, I already had maintenance crews and that sort of thing. So the natural progression for me was to start flipping houses. And so the flipping market was still very good during COVID. I mean, it's crazy. The prices that stuff went up to during COVID is crazy, how much people were getting for properties. And so that really helped offset some of the issues we were having on the rental side.